North Central University is all about empowering students to follow the call that God has placed on their life. Stephen Christ, a junior communication arts major, has recently experienced a confirmation of his calling in a way he did not expect. It all started with a film he wrote and directed called Real.
Last year, 2010, myself with my home church in Imlay City, Michigan, completed our first feature film.
Who are we?
This film started when I was talking with my dad, who's the lead pastor of my home church, who was, the driving force behind this. And he wanted a big series for the fall. And we came up with the idea to possibly just take people's stories in the church, and use their real life story. There's so many people, even in a small church, there's so many people with such crazy encounters that they've had with God already in their lives. And that's where it came from. I mean, that's where the whole concept of it came from. And that's why it's called Real. It's about real people. It's their real stories. And it's about how they encountered a real God. And then God, as God continued to speak and kind of morph it, in His direction, it ended up, going from these 4 short stories to this hour and 55-minute, complete film.
Where do we belong? What makes us unique?
In November of 2010, the series was done. We had printed it ourselves and sold a bunch of copies to the church, and it had circulated a little bit in our town. And I thought that was it. I just assumed we were done. And God kind of started convicting me over Christmas break, just with the concept of maybe He's not done with this yet. So I selected 6 Christian film distributors from around the country, and I sent them a screener. I just sent them a copy of the film, and I got a call from PureFlix Entertainment, who we ended up signing a contract with them, and I was just blown away, because I was like, okay, my bad, God, maybe you actually, want to do something with this. So a few weeks later, the contracts were signed, and right now, like I said, December is the street date for the North American release.
What makes us hurt? What makes us yearn? What makes us sing?
Being able to use the God-given creativity of the local church is something that I don't ever want to lose, because it's so integral, and I think the biggest aspect that Christians need to latch onto in music, in media, in films, in anything that you're trying to reach out, is the creativity of it. We've been at this now for 2,000 years. The world feels like they've heard every word that we have to say. Well, it's time to say it differently.
Real was produced by Island Images in association with Gateway Assembly and is being distributed by PureFlix Entertainment. The film will be released in December 2011 and will be sold at every Christian bookstore chain across the nation.
I'm not going to pretend that I'm Spielberg. I'm not going to pretend that I have all the answers for filmmaking or for doing anything. All I can say that if it's God's will for your life and you feel like it is in anything, just do it. Just try it. There's no harm in just give it your best shot. If you fail, you fail. And if you succeed, who knows but God what happens from there.
What makes us real?